Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and thought, what is happening to me? Why do I look worse every day? And instead of looking for real answers, you say it's your genes, or that you're not as lucky as others. The truth is, it's not your genes or luck, it's what you do every day. Those habits you completely ignore, and if this year you want an attractive face, here's a no-nonsense guide to achieve it. Eliminate the double chin. The double chin isn't going to go away with creams or machines, and this is the hard reality. The real solution is understanding what causes it and working to fix it from the inside. So here's the truth, with details on how to do it. 1. Overweight. Of course, if you have fat accumulated in the area, the double chin will be part of the package. To eliminate it, you have to be in a caloric deficit to reduce that fat. If you're not training in the gym and controlling what you eat, forget it. Start with high-intensity exercises like HIIT or weight training. Weightlifting increases your metabolism and burns more fat. As for nutrition, there are no secrets. If you eat like a pig, your body will show it. Avoid sugars and trans fats, and work on a diet high in protein and vegetables. This will help lower your body fat and therefore make your double chin disappear. Second, neck position. If your neck is always forward, you're tensing that whole area, and the double chin will become even more noticeable. This is a posture problem that doesn't help you at all. Go to the gym, do posture work. Exercises like the chin tuck or neck retraction will release the tension. Back work is also key. Strengthen your postural muscles with exercises like rows or face pulls. Also, aligning your posture day by day helps the tension go away and keeps your neck in place. 3. Tight tissue and fluid accumulation. The tissue in that area becomes stiff, which causes fluid to build up and form pockets. Creams won't do anything. What you need are massages, or using a roller to release the tension. 4. Tension in the chest and diaphragm. Tension in the chest and diaphragm affects your neck. When you work the chest with bench press or dips, you eliminate that tension that affects your posture. Also, breathing properly while you train is key. It doesn't just help you in the gym, it also improves circulation and reduces tension. Water is the key to feeling better. Drink at least 4 liters of water a day. Not 1 or 2, but 4, and you'll see how your skin takes on a better appearance. This also depends on your height and weight. Drinking water will also improve your body functions. If you're one of those people who for some reason don't like plain water, you can infuse it with some of your favorite things like cucumber, strawberries, or lemon to give it a bit of flavor. If you don't remember to drink 4 liters of water, you can set a reminder on your phone or put a note on the fridge. You can also download apps on your phone that will track your water intake and give you reminders. I assure you that you have these habits. One of the worst habits you have is breathing through your mouth. You should stop doing it. Only breathe through your nose. There are studies that show how mouth breathing totally changes the structure of your face, and the results are not pleasant at all. When you breathe through your mouth, your jaw and maxilla rotate downward and backward. This makes your face look longer than it should. Also, your jaw looks smaller and with a weak angle, which makes you look less masculine. Another problem is that the palate narrows and the upper teeth tilt forward, making your mouth stay open almost all the time, giving you that air of incompetence, as if you never know what to do. And it's not just an aesthetic issue. Mouth breathing also causes malocclusions, which not only make your teeth crooked, but affect your entire face. You'll get dark circles and sunken eyes since you're not getting enough oxygen. And to top it off, if you don't use your nose, your nasal passages collapse and the shape of your nose changes. It will look flatter, longer, and droopy, but that's not all. Mouth breathing also affects your posture. Your head tends to shift forward, which throws off your neck and the entire cervical spine. This doesn't just change your face, but also distorts the shape of your body. Another one of the worst habits is bruxism. If you clench your teeth, whether you do it consciously or unconsciously, you're forcing your facial muscles all the time. It's like going to the gym and lifting too much weight. The muscles develop more than they should. The same thing happens if you always sleep on one side or chew only on one side. The side you use most will develop more, and the other side will fall behind. When you look in the mirror, you'll notice your face looks asymmetrical, like something is out of place. This is not something that has no solution. With a bit of attention and work, you can change these habits and really improve your appearance. I'll talk to you about that in more detail in the following points. It's not enough to just grow thick, abundant facial hair. Facial hair should highlight your features and contrast with your face. If you want a cleaner look, go for a big beard. This will give you the illusion of a large chin, which will balance your face and make you look more aesthetic. However, not all of us are genetically blessed to grow thick facial hair, especially around the chin. So instead of letting your beard grow in patches, try a disconnected goatee. If your best features are a round face, chin, and full lips, it will highlight those features and make you more attractive. The important thing is to remember the contrast. There should always be contrast between the hair, eyebrows, and beard. Align your jaw. If your jaw is misaligned, you'll notice it, and so will your face. If your jaws are in place, you have what's called a Class U bite, which is ideal. This gives you a balanced face without having to do much. But if your upper jaw is farther forward than the lower, you're in Class 2. That makes your profile look odd, like your face goes farther up than it should. Now, if your lower jaw is farther forward than the upper, you have a class 3 or underbite. This makes your jaw look much more pronounced. This is something many people overlook, but if you want to improve your appearance, you have to carefully check your alignment. Having a well-aligned jaw not only changes how you look, but also how you feel, even if you're going to use braces. This comes before everything. First, they will make enough space in your palate in the correct position of the jaw before starting treatment. You can correct it by placing your tongue on your palate and applying outward pressure with your teeth every day until you notice a change. Reduce processed sugar consumption. Food with processed sugar is delicious, no doubt, but it will ruin your skin. It will clog your pores, make you eat more, and fill you with fat. So if you want radiant skin and that body you're chasing, be a man and cut down on processed sugar. To give you an idea, what comes in packaged foods, cookies, cereals, chocolates, and all that, already contains processed sugars. If you're too dependent on it, start by reducing your intake of sodas and juices. If you're one of those people who get in a bad mood without sodas or juices, make them yourself. Homemade juices are much healthier. If you're addicted to coffee, don't overdo it with flavored syrups and whipped cream. And if you really need to eat something sweet, snack on fruit. Lubricate your hair. Believe me, you don't want dry, brittle hair. It's not attractive. If there's one thing all handsome men have in common, it's shiny, well-oiled hair. Don't underestimate the effect that oiling your hair will have on your glow. If you don't believe me, go on Pinterest right now, see for yourself. A good hair oil routine will take you from dullness to elegance in no time. And let's not forget the benefits it can have for your hair's health. Oiling your hair can improve scalp health, control frizz, increase volume, and reduce flaking. So get yourself a natural hair oil and rub it in with circular motions all over your hair at least 2 or 3 times a week. Cheekbones. Prominent cheekbones are those bones in the face that stand out the most. They are a key part of how your face looks. The width of the cheekbones, or bizygomatic width, is usually the widest part of the face. Having them well developed is a sign of healthy facial development since they form when the maxilla is wide and well projected, which gives a more balanced face. If your face hasn't reached its best genetic shape, it can look flat and long. This can result in a droopy nose, poorly defined cheekbones, a recessed jaw, and even crooked teeth. All of this is related because everything develops at the same time. The shape of the face is influenced by how the mouth works. For example, breathing through the mouth since childhood changes the posture of the mouth, which affects the growth of the maxilla. The oral muscles don't do their job. The face grows downward, altering its shape. To fix it, eat more hard-to-chew foods, nuts, meats. Avoid sucking down food and junk calories. Also avoid breathing with your mouth open. During the day, it's easy to control, but at night, use a special tape to cover your mouth, and over time, you'll see great results. Swallow correctly. Learn to swallow correctly in less than a minute. The key is to keep the facial muscles relaxed when swallowing. Many make the mistake of moving their face when swallowing due to improper tongue placement. What you should do is place the tip of your tongue right behind your front teeth, at the end point, a couple of millimeters back. An easy trick to understand this is to smile. When you smile widely, you'll notice you can't swallow. This helps you identify how your face should move. Practice swallowing while smiling, then repeat the same movement without tensing your facial muscles. The effort should come only from the tongue. After chewing, the tongue gathers the food with its tip and brings it toward the throat. The swallow happens involuntarily with a wave-like motion. Improving this action not only makes swallowing easier, but also helps maxilla growth, promoting a healthier facial structure. The importance of the tongue. The back of the tongue, made of soft tissues similar to those found in the lungs, plays a crucial role not only in breathing, but also in facial development and health. These tissues are involved in automatic functions, like breathing, and their correct placement affects the body's overall posture. Research has shown that keeping the back of the tongue suctioned against the palate helps improve nasal breathing, which promotes proper oxygen absorption. Additionally, this tongue position has a direct impact on the development of facial structure. When the tongue is placed correctly, it contributes to a healthier alignment of the facial bones, encouraging facial growth forward and upward, resulting in a more youthful and balanced shape. Studies on the biomechanics of chewing and breathing suggest that developing proper tongue posture from an early age can prevent problems such as a recessed jaw, crooked teeth, and other facial imbalances. A study from New York University on nasal breathing and tongue posture highlighted that mouth breathing associated with a low tongue position can cause adverse effects on facial shape and dental alignment, while also contributing to respiratory issues like snoring and sleep apnea. Attractive eyes. Bone development around the eyes can be achieved through proper activation of facial muscles and correct oral posture. Just like we train body muscles to change their shape and strength, facial tissues, including muscles and bone structure, also respond to specific stimuli. A 2003 study showed that masticatory muscles, like the masseters, have a direct influence on the bone development of the entire skull, from the jaw to the frontal bone. When the tongue is correctly positioned on the palate, constant tension is generated that can cause gradual expansion of the maxilla and project the facial bones. This contributes to a more defined and compact face, especially in the eye area, since the maxilla directly influences how the eye sockets are supported and framed. Although this effect can vary between men and women due to hormonal and structural differences, the impact remains significant. Additionally, nutrition plays a key role in this process. A diet rich in essential nutrients for bone development, such as vitamins K2, D, and calcium, helps strengthen facial bones and promotes more harmonious growth. For example, consuming foods rich in collagen and healthy fats not only benefits bone structure, but also improves skin elasticity, reduces facial inflammation, and stimulates scalp and facial hair health in men. If these tips helped you, you need to watch the videos where I talk more about this topic on my channel. Subscribe, and I'll see you there.